Alhamdulillah. Ya Rasulullah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man tamassaka bi sunnatihi bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd. After praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending the salutations upon the Messenger alayhi salatu wassalam, and upon his family and his companions, and upon all those who follow upon his guidance into the establishment of the last day. To proceed, ikhwan, Allahumma inna na'udhu bika min ilmin la yanfa' wa min qalbin la yakhsha' wa min nafsin la tashba' wa min du'a la yusma'. Verily, Ya Allah, we seek refuge with you from knowledge that has no benefit, and from a heart that has no fear, and from a soul that has no satisfaction or contentment, and from a dua that goes unanswered, and from a dua that goes unanswered. To proceed, ya ikhwan, Allahumma inna nas'aluka an tu'allimana ilman nafi'. Oh Allah, we ask that you teach us beneficial knowledge. وَأَن تَنْفَعْنَا بِمَا عَلَّمْتَنَا, and that you benefit us with that which you have taught us. إِنَّكَ وَلِيُّ ذَلِكَ وَالْقَادِرُ عَلَيْهِ. Verily you, O Allah, you are the wali of that and the guardian upon it. And you are the wali of that, and you are the one that has all ability and all strength to do all things. طيب. ثم أما بعد, to proceed, يا إخوان, فنواصل معكم في هذا اليوم المبارك عونا من الرحمن الرحيم. So we continue in this blessed noble day of ours, seeking the aid and the assistance of our Lord, the most merciful and the most compassionate. مستفيدين متعلمين من اللغة العربية, as we continue to learn and derive benefit from the science of the Arabic language. طيب. فلا نزال مستفيدين من حديث أبي سعيد الخدري رضي الله تعالى عنه. So we're still deriving benefit from the hadith of Abi Sa'id al-Khudri. May Allah have mercy upon him. طيب. فتعلمنا بعض الكلمات. So we had the ability, or the honor rather, to learn a few new words. من هذه الكلمات, from these words, يا إخوان, تعلمنا كلمة المعروف. So from these words that we had the honor to learn was the word المعروف. فما معنى المعروف? So what's the meaning of المعروف? من يعلم? Who knows, يا إخوان? نعم. تفضل شيخ عبد الله. ما معنى المعروف؟ اي نعم. طيب لا بأس. قلنا. طيب هو we شيخ عبد الله. طيب الشاشة موجودة? Is the screen available? لا. Not yet. طيب what about now? كملنا. طيب فالمعروف, قلنا يا إخوان, we mentioned regarding the معروف, هو ما يراه الشرع حسنا. يراه الشرع حسنا. So the معروف is that which the legislation deems to be good. ما يراه الشرع حسنا, that which the legislation deems to be good. إذا يراه الشرع حسنا فهو حسن. If the legislation deems it to be hasan, then it's hasan, then it's good. طيب. فهو what the legislation sees to be good. ما يراه الشرع حسنا, what the legislation deems to be good. طيب. ما معنى المنكر? What's the meaning of munkar? جميلة. أحسنت. طيب, our next word يا إخوان was المنكر. والمنكر هو كما قال أخونا عبد الله, and munkar is just as our beloved brother Abdullah mentions, كل ما يراه الشرع قبيحا. It is that which the legislation sees to be ugly. ما يراه الشرع قبيحا. It is what the legislation, al-kitab wa sunnah, Allah wa rasuluh, Allah and His Messenger, deem to be ugly. What the legislation sees to be ugly. أحسنت. وهذين تعريفان يا إخوان, وهذين تعريفان جميلان, and these two definitions are beautiful يا إخوان. ما يراه الشرع حسنا فهو معروف, وما يراه الشرع قبيحا فهو منكر. Everything that the legislation sees to be good, then it's ma'ruf, and everything the legislation deems to be ugly, then it is munkar. Alhamdulillah. طيب, وصلنا إلى صفحة 48. So we have arrived at page number 48. والآن أضيف كلمتان أو 3 كلمات. So now we're going to add 3 words, or we're going to add 2 words, rather 3 words. And the 3 words we're going to add is إياكم and the waw. So we're going to add إياكم and the waw. So we're going to add إياكم and the waw. فعندنا 8 جمل. So we have 8 sentences here. فنضيف إليها إياكم والواو. So we're going to add to each of them إياكم and the waw. I warn you from whatever the sentence says. I warn you from whatever the sentence says. I warn you, or you can say beware. لا بأس. طيب, الأولى شيخ عبد الله, number 1. تفضل. وعليك السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. شديدة. أحسنت. طيب number one you should have إياكم. We're adding إياكم. إياكم و and then the remaining of the sentence والسرعة الشديدة. No. إياكم والسرعة الشديدة. No. Beware, or I warn you, from excessive haste or excessive speed. No. Beware of extreme, excessive haste or speed. Say if you're driving, مثلا. No. Ahsant. Or rushing. طيب الثانية number 2 التنفس في الشراب. تفضل. Now, right now you're the only one logged on, so just me and you today. That bad. Yeah. أحسنت. في الشراب. جميلا. طيب number 2 you should have إياكم والتنفس في الشراب. أحسنت. قال بعض العلماء أن هذا حرام، وقال بعضهم أن هذا مكروه. Some scholars say that's haram, some say that's hated. At any rate, the Muslim should not do it. إياكم والتنفس في الشراب. نعم في الشراب. Beware, I warn you, beware from blowing التنفس في الشراب, in the vessel, in the drink. جميلة. الثالثة number 3 تفضل. أحسنت. إياكم والكبر. Beware, beware, I warn you from arrogance. ونعوذ بالله. هذا مرض يا إخوان. Arrogance is a disease. Arrogance is a disease. إياكم, this should be a ya. إياكم والكبر. Beware, I warn you from الكبر, from arrogance. قد يكون شخص أفضل من شخص آخر. هذا ممكن. A person can be better than someone else. That's possible. لكن هو لا يعلم ذلك. But he will never know that. هذا عند الله. The result of that, the only one who knows who's better is Allah. تفضل. نعم. تفضل.
الرجل هو المسلم والرجل أبقى هو كافر.
نعم.
المسلم كثير better, no?
نعم وهذا عام. That's correct. Our brother is mentioning, what about if one person is a Muslim, he submits, one who has submitted to the Creator, Allah, and the other one disbelieves in the Creator, Allah. Isn't the one who submits better? Yes, but that's general. You can't say specifically.
Okay.
You can say generally, one who prays is better than one who doesn't pray. You can say one who submits is better than one who does not submit. The one who obeys Allah is better than the one who disobeys Allah. But you can't say with detail, this person bi'aynihi, and mention him and specify him, point him out, is better than this other person, illa bid-dalil, except that you have evidence. So you can say this Muslim is better than this disbeliever, or this one who submits is better than this one who disbelieves. That's general. But you can't say Brother Ali is better than Mr. Mike. You can't say that. Illa bid-dalil. You need proof to say that. Only Allah knows bit-tafasil, with detail, who is better. Other than that, نتكلم عاما. Other than that, we're going to speak generally. الذي يفعل هذا خير من الذي لا يفعل هذا. Whoever does this is better than the one who does not do that. That's general. But you can't say specifically إلا بالدليل unless you have proof. والله أعلم. No. طيب التي بعدها, next sentence. تفضل. جميلا. إياكم وترك الصلاة. I warn you from abandoning, leaving off the prayer. إياكم وترك الصلاة. Accent. طيب أين المضاف؟ أين المضاف إليه؟ Where's the مضاف? Where's the مضاف إليه? Where is the object? And where is the one or the thing that the object is connected to? صلاة is the مضاف إليه. نعم. أين المضاف؟ أحسنت. So our question here is أين المضاف? Where is the object? طيب. So the object is ترك. ترك. And the thing that the object is connected to is as-salah. As-salah. ترك. تفضل. Our brother Abdullah is asking ترك. Close. مضاف إليه. طيب. There should be a كسرة. Now let me write a كسرة. طيب. طيب انظر إلى الجملة جيدا يا إخوان. Look at the sentence carefully. طيب إياكم وترك الصلاة. طيب تارك هو هنا اسم. So here تارك is a noun.
Okay.
أي نعم. ترك is a verb. If you write مثلا, if you write تاركٌ, you write with all the vowels, it's going to be تاركٌ, leaving or abandoning, for example, avoiding. الفعل, the verb is ترك. ترك, to leave off, to abandon. ترك is a noun. ترك is a fi'l, is a verb. أين. So the مضاف would be ترك, and the مضاف إليه would be الصلاة. الصلاة. No. والعلم عند الله, and the knowledge is with Allah. طيب إذا نرى اسمين متتاليين والثاني مجرورا فالأول مضاف إليه في أغلب الأوقات. Usually يا إخوان, we'll give you a principle. Usually if you see two nouns, masjidun and masjidu, طيب masjid and Muhammad, for example, you see two nouns and the second noun is genitive, then usually they are the mudaf ilayh. You see مثلا سوق أو سوق and علي, and the second one is majroor, genitive, then the first one is usually mudaf. سوق علي, مسجد محمد, رسول Allah, Rasulullah. Usually the first is mudaf and the second is mudaf ilayh. تفضل. صحيح. It's the fatha. It is the fatha. نعم. But remember, nouns can end ينتهي في أو مع ثلاث حركات. Remember, the noun can end in three vowels. Can have a dhamma, can have a fatha, or can have a kasra. So if it ends in a fatha, would negate that it's not a noun, because a noun can have a dhamma, and a noun can have a fatha, and a noun can have al-kasra. No. So the ismu can be marfu', can be nominative. The noun can also be mansub, genitive. And a noun can also be majroor, genitive. Accusative mansub, noun. Majroor. And it can also be genitive. So the noun can be marfu' and the noun can be mansub and the noun can be ماذا مجرور. No. Alhamdulillah. Can be nominative, can be mansub, accusative. It can also be majroor, genitive. نعم. طيب نمشي. Let's continue يا إخوان. الخامسة number 5. تفضل. أحسنت. إياكم, I warn you from mana'a, from prohibiting or stopping good. Al-ma'un is al-khayr. Ma'un is those actions of goodness. Some people say those small actions of goodness, but it's better those actions of goodness. No action of goodness is small. إياكم منع الماعون. I warn you from stopping. Don't ever stop goodness. Try your best. If it's something good, don't get in the way. Even if you don't agree. Even if you don't, especially in the West, everything we're against is only because we don't agree with it. But most of the time, it's of goodness, ya ikhwan. If it's of goodness, then why are you stopping it? And if it's of goodness, why do you agree? I warn you from stopping or preventing good. A brother said, what do you say about a sister marrying a new Muslim man? Because I've heard some of the scholars, or rather some of the students of knowledge in the West, say they don't recommend that. What do you have to say? Firstly, I don't like when the people pit students against each other, ya ikhwan. That's number one. At any rate, number two, that person has his opinion. And everyone can have an opinion إلا في مخالفة الشارع, unless it contradicts the Quran and Sunnah. إذا هذا له أو لها رأي والرأي هما لا يخالف الكتاب والسنة فلا بأس لا يضر. If anyone, this person or that person, has an opinion and it does not contradict Quran and Sunnah, no problem. That would never harm. This person says, I don't recommend two different cultures getting married. No problem. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. That doesn't contradict Islam. You can marry in the same culture. You can marry outside of the culture. No problem. At any rate, if it opposes Quran and Sunnah, then that harms. So if this person says, I don't recommend a woman to marry a new Shahada man, or I don't want to say new Shahada, a new Muslim man, that's that person's opinion. وَهَذَا الرَّأْيُ لَا يَضُرُّ أَبَدًا. And that person's opinion will never harm. The problem is that we put people's opinions above. An opinion is an opinion, ya ikhwan. You can take it, you can leave it. My opinion, his opinion, her opinion, you can take it, you can leave it. It's an opinion. But to put it above the Quran and Sunnah is a mistake. Is it allowed for two new Muslims to marry? The answer is yes. Many ahadith show that a new Muslim man can marry a new Muslim woman, or a new Muslim woman can marry a new Muslim man, or older Muslim man can marry a new Muslim woman, and an older Muslim woman can marry a new Muslim man. كل هذا يجوز. All of that's allowed. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. A brother may say, but how can he lead her in prayer? Their marriage is not stipulated upon him leading her in prayer. You can get married and don't know your prayer yet. Is it better to get married first? Allah Alam. Is it better to learn your prayer first? Allah Alam. Because you need proof to say something is better. That's another position that we forget. To say something is better. نحتاج إلى الدليل. We need proof. علينا نحفظ هذا. We have to memorize this يا إخوان. إذا نقول أن شيئا ما خيرا أو خير من ذاك أو أن الثاني شر من ذاك نحتاج إلى الدليل. If we're going to say this is better than that, we need proof. If we say that is less or worse than this, we need proof. You just can't throw it around. Well, to me it's better. Why is it better? What's your Quran and Sunnah that that's better? A marriage is not, it's not a condition of the marriage that that man has to be able to lead his wife in prayer. That's not a condition. Allah didn't say that. The Prophet of Allah didn't say that. The companions weren't unanimous upon that. If this is first day in Islam, وهو تشهد أنه لا إله إلا الله وأن محمد رسول الله ثم بعد ذلك يريد أن يتزوجها ويجد امرأة تريد وتوافق معه يجوز لهما أن يتزوجا. This man is a new Muslim. He just testified that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah, and that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. First day, first 2 days in Islam. And then he finds a woman, and she accepts him, he accepts her, and he's still learning his salah. He's still learning al-Fatiha. He's still learning his letters. He's still learning the dua. No one can say you cannot get married. No one can say it's better that you learn your prayer first and then you get married without proofs. Because you can get married and still learn your Fatiha. You can learn your Fatiha and get married. There's no contradiction there, ya ikhwan. Most of the issues that we argue are opinions. وَأَرْجُو مِنَ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى أَن نَرْجِعَا إِلَى حَلَقَاتِ الْعِلْمِ. And we hope that we return back to the circles of knowledge. May Allah make us all true students of knowledge, ya ikhwan. طيب نمشي. Let's continue. السادسة, number 6. تفضل. لا بأس. الجاري. أذى الجاري. Try it again. لا بأس. I think you're in the wrong sentence. لا بأس. أحسنت. وهذا كذلك من الدين. And this is from the religion, يا إخوان. Being aware of harming your neighbors. طيب. إياكم وأذى الجار. I warn you from warning your neighbors. إياكم وأذى الجار. I warn you from harming your neighbors. This neighbor can be black or white, Arab, Indian, African, it doesn't matter. Your neighbor has rights. This neighbor can be Muslim, non-Muslim, atheist, doesn't matter. Still your neighbor. Still has the right that you're kind to him or her. Still has the right that you call them to Allah and His Messenger. Still have the right that you show them Islam in your actions. Beware of harming the neighbors. فدين الإسلام دين الحق ودين الحقوق. The religion of Islam is the true religion, the religion of rights. الحيوانات لهن حق والجن لهم حق والإنس لهم حق والجار له الحق. The animals, they have rights. Mankind has rights. Even the jinn have rights. Your neighbors have rights. Even your body, you have right. Your body has rights over you. It doesn't mean like most of us, we sleep all day and then say, oh no, my body got rights. Not like that, ya ikhwan. But it doesn't mean you never sleep. You give your body rights. Your body has rights. When your body is time to shut down and take it down, give your body its rights. طيب. السابعة, number 7. تفضل. Put an alif on your cough. Hey, accent. بالطرقات. طيب, number 7. Beware, I warn you, from sitting on the sides of the roads. إياكم, this should be إياه. والجلوس بالطرقات. Now, I warn you, beware of sitting on the sides of the roads. جميلا. Beware of sitting on the sides of the road. طيب, الصفحة التي تليها. Next page. التدريب الثاني. Exercise number 2. اكتب أمام كل كلمة من كلمات القائمة ألف مفردها من القائمة باء. طيب. Write in front of each word from the words of column Aleph. It's singular from the words on the column Ba. طيب, فالآن now we're going to connect the words from Al-Qa'imati Aleph and it's singular from Qa'imati Ba. So we have the Jami' and we have the singular. We have the Jami' and we have the Mufrad. So now we're going to identify the Jami' with the Mufrad. So our first word, majalisu. Majalisu. أين مفردها? Where is it singular? No. Accent. The singular is majlisun. Accent. طيب. طرقات. أين مفردها? Where is the singular? ما شاء الله جميلا أحسنت. منكرات أين مفردها? Where is the singular? منكرات, those evil actions. منكر جميلا الله أكبر. طيب آخرها last word جوانب. أحسنت يا عبد الله أحسنت. جانب. طيب our new word كلمتنا الجديدة جوانب. So the new word we have in this exercise is جوانب. So جوانب is the plural of janib. Janib can be the side. It can also be like not a literal side of something, but like another point of view, another angle. For example, janibun can be the side, can be the edge, can be an angle, point of view. No. والجمع and the plural جوانب. جوانب. طيب. So what's plural? جوانب. And the plural ممنوع من الصرف. Its plural is prohibited from taking a tanween. جوانب. And this is ممنوع من الصرف. ممنوع من الصرف is prohibited from taking a tanween. So janibun is a mufrad, the singular. Jawanibu is the plural. You say لا نتكلم من هذا الجانب. We're not talking about that angle, that point of view. وجمع منكر منكرات. And another plural is munkarat. Munkarat is the jama' of munkar. Munkarat is the plural. Munkarun. No. Alright, let's do one more exercise, inshallah. طيب التدريب الثالث. Exercise number 3. املأ الفراغات التالية بالكلمة المناسبة. Fill in the following blanks with the appropriate word or the suitable word. So we have 6 words and 5 sentences. طيب. يغض, I think, is our only new word here. يغض is the plural from غض. غض, يغض, to lower. غض. And the مضارع يغض, to lower. Usually talking about the eyes or the vision. غض يغض, to lower. You can say to lower one's gaze. فعندنا الآن 6 كلمات و5 جمل. So we have 6 words and 5 sentences. To lower, to hang down. I think the remaining of the words we already learned before. طيب. اقرأ الجمل ثم اختار كلمة مناسبة. So read the sentence and then choose a suitable word. فضل يا عبد الله. Good. MashaAllah. So number 1, no blank for you. Or there's no blank from you or for you. And تجتهد, for you to be diligent or hardworking if you intend salvation or if you want salvation or success. MashaAllah. La blank for you. Now, there's no angles or no sides for you from you being diligent or hardworking. Now, لا بأس. Oh, not other. No harm for you. Linguistically, you could say that linguistically, but religiously, it wouldn't be correct. There's no harm on you to be diligent if you want to be successful. You could say that linguistically, but there's another one that's better. Hey, accent. La Buddha. That is a must. It's a la Buddha min. That is something that is a must for you to do. Ma la Buddha laka min. It's a must for you. Min an tajtahida. It's a must for you to be diligent, to be hardworking, to exhaust yourself if you want to be successful. If you don't want to be successful, that's something else. إذا تريد النجاح, if you want to be successful, تريد حفظ القرآن والسنة والفهم العربية وفهم الكتاب والفقه لابد لنا من أن نجتهد. If you want to be successful at memorizing Quran and learning the hadith, you want to be successful at understanding the Arabic language and studying al-fiqh, then we have to be diligent. We have to sacrifice our food from time to time, sacrifice our hanging out from time to time, sacrifice our sleep. Sometimes you got to sacrifice even your women. For example, you're going to spend more time in your library, more time in the masjid, more time in prayer. For example, making dua, calling upon Allah Ta'ala. No. Ahsanta. Number 2. تفضل. Good. 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 Now, so the child wanted to corrupt the table spread. So blank his mother from that. So his mother adha and dhalik. So his mother harmed him from that. Hey, now, what's the word? Prohibited? There's a better word there. توجد أفضل كلمة ها هنا. There's a better word there. Now, shouter, I give you a hint. It's going to have a verb connected to it. يغض. No, not يغض. One more word has a verb. Hey, accent. Kaffa is the verb. Kaffa. Kaffa, to stop, to cease. Kaffa, kaffathu. So his mother stopped him, prohibited him. MashaAllah. You know we. Hey, accent. You know the noun kafun or kafin. And sometimes you may hear yakfi. Yakfi. Father. That is, if you say qif, that is a qaf. Now, if you say qif, that is a qaf. Qif means stop. It can also mean stand. But here, if you say from kaf or kafa is the maldi. Kafa, to prohibit, to cease. Kafa. طيب كفى يكفي. طيب عفوا يا اخوان. طيب انظر هنا. كاف and يكفي means sufficient. Sufficient. Hey, now, enough. طيب, the word I'm thinking about is كفى. نعم. كفى with the شدة. كفى. نعم. كفى is sufficient. Let's take this off. It should be in the ماضي كفى. نعم. This is sufficient. كفى the مضارع يكفي. There's another verb. It looks like it is كفى with a شدة. كفى to cease, to prohibit. And the madar is going to be يكفي. No. كفى. This is the one in the sentence. To stop or to cease. To prohibit. So his mother كفتhu. His mother stopped him. No. He wanted to, the food is there. He wanted to corrupt the food. So his mother saw it. And she كفتhu. She stops him. She holds him back from doing the wrong. She enjoins the good, forbids the evil. No. طيب. We'll do one more. We'll leave the remaining for homework, inshallah. No, you're doing well, Sheikh. You're doing well, man. Allah bless you. You only got that one wrong. You 2 for 3. That's great. You silly مضحك. May Allah bless you, Sheikh. May Allah bless you. تفضل. Okay. Okay. أبصارهم. So Allah Ta'ala says, say, O Muhammad, to the believing men, blink from their vision or from their sight. Hey, accent. Number 3. Allah Ta'ala says, say to them, O Muhammad, يَغُضُّوا مِنْ أَبْصَارِهِمْ. Say to the believing men, lower their gaze. Or say to the believing men, lower their gaze. Let's finish the last 2 so we can complete the whole exercise, inshallah. It's only 2 left. رابعة. Number 4. تفضل. Accent. So زرعنا, our place of agriculture or a place of cultivation, blank. الطريق بالأشجار, the path or the road with trees. Oh, that's a good one. زرعنا جوانب الطريق بالأشجار. That will go linguistically. جوانب الطريق بالأشجار. طيب, let me see يا إخوان. زرعنا جوانب. But جوانب is منصوب. So where's the verb? زرعنا. Oh, نعم. زرعنا. Not زرعنا. عفوا, I pronounced it wrong. زرعنا. نعم. That's actually a mispronunciation on my part. I recited it زرعونا with the dhamma on the ain, making it a noun. It's supposed to be zara'na. That's a fi'l. Zara'na janiba. That's why I said, why is janiba mansub? Janiba is mansub because that's a verb. Zara'na, we planted, we plow, or we planted, we cultivated on the sides of the road bil ashjar, with the trees. So we planted, maybe they were planting some crops on the side of the road bil ashjar, with the trees. Accent. That was a mispronunciation on my part. I first read it zara'una as a noun, mudaf mudaf ilayh, but it's zara'ana. No. So janiba is correct. Accent. طيب آخر واحد, last sentence. تفضل. So now, accent. Naha, to prohibit or prevent. The legislative. Blank prohibits from every action that's evil or ugly. Every ugly action. Allahu Akbar. Al-adha, harm, prohibits from every ugly action. There's something better. Ash-Shawkaanee, accent. The legislation prohibits from every ugly action. Everything that's ugly, Islam prohibits it. Every action that's ugly, every word that's an ugly word, a nasty word, an evil word, an ugly action, a nasty action, naha ash-shar'u anhu, the legislation prohibits it. وهذا صحيح, and that's correct. طيب, للواجب, for homework. Next page. التدريب الرابع, exercise number 4. اختار الكلمة. طيب, اختار التكملة المناسبة لجمل القائمة ألف من القائمة باء. A nice exercise يا إخوان. طيب, we have 2 columns, ألف and باء. 4 sentences. So we have to complete number 1 by choosing the completion of it from the Aleph column. So he gives us the beginning of a phrase or a sentence or ayah, and we have to complete it by finding the completion on the Aleph section. So number 1, أمر النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام أصحابه إذا جلسوا في الطريق blank. The Prophet of Allah commanded his companions if they sat on the road blank. So the completion is going to be in the Aleph section. So you have to complete it from the Aleph section. So that's a nice drill there. And we'll just give one drill inshallah ta'ala. And we'll come back on Wednesday from page number 51. So this will keep you busy for a night, inshallah. And may Allah bless you, Shaykh. Keep up the good work. Wa jazakallahu khayra. And may Allah reward you with good. Wa jami' al-muslimin, and all the Muslims. فَنَصَبْتُ فَمِنَ اللَّهِ وَإِنْ أَخْطَأْتُ مِنْ نَفْسِي. Anything that we said that's correct is from Allah. Anything we said is incorrect is from ourselves. Wa jazakumullahu khayra. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته وسبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Goodbye.